Okay, so our next topic is going to be being okay with failing. It's going to come in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu a lot. Probably the biggest struggle that I have as being an instructor is keeping the guys when they first start essentially happy and being okay with failing. There's nothing in this world that I have found that has been as aggravating as being absolutely just continually beat in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. And that's it's both a credit to its effectiveness as a martial art, but at the same time, it's a true mark of somebody that's been, a purple, brown, or black belt. Man, they have definitely put in their time and dealt with adversity on that portion, because it is. I mean, it happens to everybody, no matter how much I tell people this. And I think I've probably mentioned this 10 or 12 times in the course already, but be okay with failing, especially in the beginning. I mean, you're going to get tapped out, you're going to get submitted, you're going to have some guy that's going to lay on you, and you're not going to be able to move. Those are all part of that. I mean, that's going to be you for a little while, but in fast forward a year, 2, 3 years, whatever, you're going to be that person doing that. And I hope that you actually show a little bit of empathy towards that other person and help them out. It doesn't mean that you have to be super nice to them and you have to, baby them the entire time. But afterwards, be like, yeah, man, I know how you feel. That completely sucks. But just maybe don't say it in a jerkish way. Now saying I had said that, like, that might come off as a bad thing. Make for sure that they know that you're actually being serious with that, not just being like, yeah, that sucks. But like I said, just be prepared to be okay with being in bad spots, failing, not having it work out, because that's just the learning curve. I mean, in my opinion, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is such an effective art. And then on top of that, we're not taught as folks, unless you've wrestled, unless you've done some of this other stuff, you don't know, how to escape from somebody that's on top of you, things like that. When you're a young child, a lot of times you'll do boxing and stuff with your friends, even if it's not organized boxing, like you're just, messing around and you'll kick or whatever. But it's rarely the case anymore that past the age of 2 or 3 that you're actually, wrestling around with each other and trying to figure out stuff like that. So it's going to take time because it's something that's all completely foreign to you, is basically what I'm saying. So be, like, as much as you can, prepare yourself mentally for that. I mean, that's the biggest problem I think that I have with new students coming in here, is that they just get super down on themselves, like they're the only person that is going through this particular situation. Everybody else is great and they suck. It's not the case. Everybody, for the most part, is that way. And if they're not, chances are they've wrestled, chances are they have some freakish strength, or they're big, or whatever. But that's going to be the biggest hurdle for you in your Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu career, is those first 6 months to a year of just being okay. I think, what was it, Jarhead, welcoming the suck. Like, it's going to suck. It's, but if you can take that and put it in a positive mindset of saying, okay, that's going to be me in a few years, and I'm going to deal with this for 6 months, but I know after that everything is going to get a lot better. It's going to be great. So really is the case. I mean, I don't know too many people that go through the beginning portions and just like, oh yeah, that was easy, because it's gonna be rough, because it's a kind of a hard hit to the ego, but at the same time, it's just a constant struggle. So as much as you can, get in a good mindset and say, okay, this is gonna suck for a while, but after that, I'm gonna come out better for it.